Look, you were in the building on January 6th.
Yeah.
When everything went down, and the president's kind of, he didn't really dissuade anybody from going down to the Capitol. And as we saw, it wasn't a bunch of tourists enjoying a, January afternoon. I mean, you were there, you saw, I would imagine you were a little bit worried at times. I mean,
Yeah, I think
there's a correlation there.
there's a correlation there, but what's interesting to me is after January 6th and the investigation that came forth, we found a lot of problems. We found that the Capitol Police were not supplied properly. We found that the warnings ahead of time from the bombs being dropped and the FBI is getting warned, they never told the Capitol Police. We found that the riot gear for the Capitol Police were locked in buses down below. We also found that the speaker at the time, and maybe the mayor, didn't allow the National Guard to be up there. So there were a lot of mistakes along that way that day. And what we found with the report, even from on the Senate side, a bipartisan one, the failure of the leadership of the Sergeant of Arms under the direction of Speaker Pelosi. I was minority leader that day. Do you know how many times the Sergeant of Arms ever met with me, or even called me that day, or even after he was fired? Zero. The one thing I've tried to do as being Speaker, anytime it comes to a security position, the police run the decision, not a political decision. When I'm going to get briefed about a threat, I call the minority leader in to get the exact same briefing I'm getting together. It shouldn't be a political place. And unfortunately, the old Washington was. The good thing is, this new Washington is not. I'm going to continue to fight for the American people, that it's the people's house, and at the same time, people are going to be protected.